Get ready for a daily dose of trending news from across the globe. It's Daily Top 10 brought to you by your favorite entertainment channel. At number 10, Tems and Burna Boy bagged double nominations at 2022 Mobile Awards. The 2022 edition of the annual Mobile Awards, which is slated for November 30th, is set to see some of the finest Nigerian artists shine real bright, having put in all efforts to not just give us good sounds, but also make good music that resonates to the mind and soul. In the category of the African Act of the Year for Mobile Awards, we have 10 nominees. Nigeria has 9 slots to include Fields, Ashake, Fireboy DML, Omale, Oxlade, Adekunle Gold, Rema, Burna Boy, and Tems, who have stayed on the music chart for as long as the songs have been, and they are joined by South African Kabza De Small. Aside from the African Act of the Year awards, Tems and Burna Boy also joined the likes of Chris Brown, Beyonce, Drake, Jack Harlow, Jasmine Sullivan, Kendrick Lamar, Summer Walker, and Ski Bang to clinch more nominations for the Best International Act award.
I'm not really a newcomer though.
At number 9, we love Nigeria and believe in it, says Netflix. The just concluded edition of the 2-day Nigerian Digital Content Regulation Conference that is powered by the National Film and Video Censors Board (NFVCB) had in attendance local and international streaming services, independent producers, content creators, as well as many other parties that have a stake in the Nigerian film industry. As expected, a big representation of the popular global streaming service Netflix was all in attendance, and its representatives thought it perfect to disclose to all that Netflix had invested a sum of 9 billion naira in the Nigerian film industry between 2016 and 2022, which was done by investing in over 200 local licensed titles, co-producing and commissioning original content. The Director of Public Policy for Sub-Sahara region, Shola Sonny, who made this known, further said, and I quote, "We love Nigeria and we believe in it, and that is why we are investing in the Nigerian film industry, to entertain Nigerians and the world with the best-in-class stories from the country." End of quote. At number 8, Professor Ogundipe takes a bow as Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos. The 12th Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos, Professor Oluwatoyin Ogundipe, who had spent 33 years in the service of the institution, has now bowed out of office after successfully serving dutifully for 5 years. Recounting the many records of progress achieved in his tenure, Professor Ogundipe said, and I quote, "The University of Lagos from 2017 till date has recorded significant progress. Management under my watch transcended the threshold we set for ourselves as excellent. Our results speak for us, such that even in the eyes of the storm, we kept our peace, and so our focus did not shift. We pushed through the day, and I can confidently say I'm leaving Unilag a happy man." End of quote. In all, he attributed the level of success attained through his tenure to God, as well as the management staff, university senate, staff unions, students, and other stakeholders. He further applauded his successor, who is interestingly the first female vice chancellor of the prestigious institution, Professor Folashade Ogunshola, whom he thanked specially for supporting him through it all. At number 7, Alex Pereira becomes UFC middleweight champion. Brazilian professional mixed martial arts and former kickboxer Alex Pereira has knocked out Nigerian New Zealander professional mixed martial arts kickboxer and former boxer Israel Mobolaji Adesanya in his first defeat in the category to become the undisputed champion with just 5 fights in the UFC. It is however important to note that it is Adesanya's 3rd defeat after initially losing to the Brazilian at the Glory of Heroes 1 in Shenzhen in April 2016 and at the rematch which took place at the 15th edition of the Glory of Heroes in Sao Paulo, Brazil in March 2017, while they were kickboxers before they switched to MMA. The fight, which was held at the Madison Square Garden in New York, was aimed at Adesanya's 185th-pound title in the Ultimate Fighting Championship UFC 281. At number 6, Nicki Minaj's husband challenges sex offender status. Kenneth Petty, who is the husband of multiple award winner Nicki Minaj, has filed a lawsuit against the state of New York over his sex offender status, which has been met with exchange of words but will be followed by a physical court hearing that is scheduled for the 6th of January 2023. In 1995, Petty was convicted of first-degree attempted rape of Jennifer Hogg at the age of 16, after which he served over 4 years in prison and was released on the condition that he must register as a sex offender in any state of residence. Earlier in July this year, he was sentenced to 3 years of probation, a year of home detention, and levied $55,000 fine as part of his sentence for refusing to comply to court order that states that he had to register as a sex offender in the state of California. At number 5, Nigerian youth threaten nationwide protest. Some Nigerian youths under the Yoruba Council of Youths Worldwide have threatened to embark on nationwide protest over the uncontrolled hike and scarcity of petroleum products in the country. In a recent statement made by the president of the council, Oladotun Hassan, who blamed the current situation on the incompetence of the general managing director of the NNPC, Mele Kyari, the president said, and I quote, "We have no choice than to rise in defense of Nigerian masses, for it is unarguable that the NNPC management under Mele Kyari is incompetent and weak. Hence, our clarion call for his immediate replacement with a competent hand. Yoruba Council of Youths Worldwide shall be marching in protest to press home our demands. If the needful is not done or not before 17th of November, problem good deal." End of quote. At number 4, Abba Gumel elected as Fellow of American Mathematical Society. Nigerian-born US-based professor of mathematical biology, Professor Abba Gumel, who in 2014 became one of the 8 US-based scientists who signed a memorandum of understanding with 7 Nigerian universities aimed at helping them build capacity in biomedical sciences, research, and pedagogy, has now become, among others, one of the 4 African distinguished mathematicians that were recently elected into the 2023 class of Fellow of the American Mathematical Society. Professor Abba's recognition is coming in following his contribution to the mathematical theory of epidemics, applied dynamical systems, as well as promoting the use of mathematics to help solve global public health challenges. Gumel, whose appointment is coming in after the last Nigerian was appointed in 2013, has written over 160 peer-reviewed research, several book chapters, and edited 3 books. At number 3, Borussia Dortmund not financially fit to compete for Jude Bellingham. The CEO of Borussia Dortmund, Hans-Joachim Watzke, has disclosed that the club is currently not capable of keeping Jude Bellingham, as it is currently financially unfit and unable to compete with teams that can afford a teenage midfielder when the time comes. Talking about its plan to keep the 19-year-old midfielder, Hans-Joachim, who has been in charge of the club since 2005, said, and I quote, "We will have talks with Bellingham when the World Cup is over. We will ask him whether he wants to stay or go. However, if big European clubs come, we can't afford a big financial fight." At number 2, Nick Cannon welcomes baby number 11. 42-year-old American television host, actor, rapper, and all-round entertainer Nicholas Scott Cannon, popularly known as Nick Cannon, has welcomed his 11th child, beautiful Zeppelin Cannon, with popular disc jockey Abe De La Rosa, with whom he welcomed a set of twins in June 2021. Taking to his Instagram page, where he made a pleasant announcement, the excited new dad said, and I quote, "A beautiful day for beautiful Zeppelin Cannon to arrive." Appreciating his partner, the entertainer said, and I quote, "Beautiful is privileged to have such a loving and spiritually inclined mother. You are the definition of steadfast and virtuous, and it is my continued duty to make you and our children feel valued and protected every single day. Beautiful Zeppelin, get ready, because the world is yours." A big congratulations to the family. Kid's Essence becomes highest RIAA certified African song. Wizkid, who recently released his 5th studio album titled More Love, Less Ego, is undoubtedly enjoying the time of his career, as all indications shows that he is not even close to being done reaping the fruits of his hard work that has been met with consistency in over a decade since getting entrance into the music industry with Hala Cha Boy. It is no surprise, however, that after almost 2 years since its release, Essence, which features Thames in the original and has Canadian pop star Justin Bieber join on the remix, has earned its 3rd RIAA Platinum plaque after selling 1 million more units. This now makes Essence the highest certified Afrobeat song, and it's currently 7 Platinum plaques away from the Diamond certification. It's either Afrobeats or no beats. A big congratulations to Big Wiz.
I want you to vibe with me. I want you to enjoy yourself. You see, it means a lot to my heart, man. Thank you so much for coming to party with me tonight, baby. Watch us get there. The world needs more love, less ego.
And that's it on today's edition of Daily Top 10. For more updates and trending news, kindly follow us on all our social media platforms. Thanks for staying tuned. Bye for now.